Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Madison. I make videos about motherhood, ministry, and marriage. If you're not new here, then you're probably noticing that my voice sounds a little bit different. I have pretty intense allergies right now. In Central Oregon, it gets really dry and it makes my throat like very hoarse and irritated. So that's why I sound a little bit lower and raspier, but we're just gonna roll with it. I've got my new water bottle, so hopefully this will get me through. I wanted to film this video and just share with you guys how we're preparing for our home birth in a very practical way. Like, what are the things that I've collected for that? How am I setting up things like that. I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos about home birth. I've been asking a lot of questions to my midwife, my doula, and a lot of others, and just really trying to do a lot of research on what do I need, what is essential, and what's important, and what's not really that essential. I'm already 37 weeks plus 1 today, so I'm full term right now. This baby is welcome to come any day now, but I have a feeling it's going to take a little bit longer. I feel like they're still high up in my belly, and Saoirse was almost a week late when she was induced. So she was induced at 40 plus 4 and she was born at 40 plus 6. So I have a feeling this baby will probably come after my due date, but I'm trying to get prepared in case they change their mind and are not like their older sister and decide to come a little earlier. I am currently sitting on the floor of my bedroom in the corner that I'm hoping to give birth in. This is where we're going to set up our birth pool. This is where I've set up lights and affirmation cards and just where I've collected all of my birth things. I'm kind of keeping in this corner of our bedroom, trying to keep it really clean, you know, clutter-free and everything else, really to protect the birth pool as well so that nothing pops it. But this is kind of the space in our home that I'm hoping to give birth. This corner is a little bit tight. It's not super spacious because we have a king-size bed in here. And then my birth pool is a little bit larger because I'm 5'10", so it's a really great size. I'm really excited about it. We got to set it up. My midwife dropped it off this last week and we did kind of a practice setup with it in the space. There is a little bit of space in between our bed and the pool, and there's space kind of all around it except for on these back 2 walls here. So I'm really hoping that the space works out for our birth because I love kind of my 2 words for my birth and my hopes for it is to be unobserved and undisturbed. I really want to just feel very protected and supported, but also that my space is very protected, that if I want to be alone, if I want to just have some space and some time to myself where people are not watching me, I think that will really help my labor to progress, because with Saoirse, my labor felt really rushed. Even though it was a 2.5 day, almost 3 day long thing, I just felt like everyone was watching me constantly and I was under this time clock, and the induction took so long and it just felt like I felt very guilty, like I was wasting people's time. And so I really don't want to feel that way. That's one of my biggest things, is to feel like I'm not under a time clock this time. I don't have, you know, an incredibly long detailed birth plan. I decided not to write one this time, not because I don't think they're a good thing. I think they're great, but I've just talked a lot with my midwife about my hopes and expectations for this birth, and I just don't feel like I really need one. I feel a lot more prepared this time and I feel like I've been able to communicate my hopes better, so I'm really hopeful. I'm hoping to have a water birth, but I'm pretty open to like giving birth wherever my body feels right in the moment. So we got our birth pool, we did our practice setup. I have been having a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions in this last few weeks, so if I have to stop and pause for a second, that is why, because they're not painful, but they're just very distracting. So yeah, we got our birth pool, we got it set up. I think it's really great. I'm really excited about it. It has handles on the inside so that I can pull on that if I want to be fully submerged and pulling underwater. It's really tall so I can lean up and over it. It's long enough where I can completely stretch out my legs, which is huge. So I'm really excited about that. We are renting it from our midwife. It's called La Bassine, this birth pool, and it's awesome. I'm really excited about this. these typically cost like $500 or $600, so I'm really trying to take great care of it and protect it from getting any kind of holes. If you can see these trash bags behind me, this entire trash bag is filled with, I think it's 12 towels, light colored towels that I washed in hot water and then sealed up in these trash bags. Those are just to protect them so that they're as clean as possible and ready for the birth. I think they're light colored so that if there's any you know, blood or anything that, like, they want to know what color the liquid is that's coming out of me or of baby. So I think that's why they're supposed to be light colored, but I don't really know. The second trash bag that's behind me is full of 2 sets of king size sheets for our bed, as well as a bunch of receiving blankets. I think I needed 6 receiving blankets or something like that. So I washed all of those in hot water again, and then are completely dried and everything, and then sealed them up in that bag so they're ready to go too. The reason that there's 2 sets of sheets in there, even though I'm hoping to have a water birth, is that I may decide to labor on my bed, my water may break. There's so many different things. You just kind of want to have your bed nice and protected. So basically my plan is that when I'm in early labor, we will change out the sheets on the bed pretty quickly and get that ready to go. We'll put down the better set of sheets on the bottom first, then we'll put a plastic mattress bag over that, and then we'll put the second set of sheets on top of the mattress bag so that I can labor on comfortable sheets. But that way, once baby comes and we're cleaning up, we can just strip the sheets off, strip the mattress bag off, and then I'm on clean prepped sheets already. So that's what's in those trash bags behind me. The next is this box here, which you can't really see because it's out of frame, but I'm going to pull everything out and show you all the other miscellaneous items that I have here. So the first thing I'm pulling out is a hose. We got this drinking water hose. It's 5/8 of an inch, and it's a 50-foot long hose. I ordered this off of Amazon, and I will link all of these items down below that I purchased myself, that were not from the site where my midwife recommended me to get things, but I'll link that as well. It's called Radiant Belly. That's where she puts her recommended birth kit. So a bunch of other things I ordered in addition to that, because we're kind of assembling a birth kit outside of her normal one. Like, she has a bunch of things already, and then I'm ordering a bunch of things to kind of assemble the birth kit together. So hose is the first one. This is what we're going to use to fill up our birthing pool. I was initially thinking that we would have to fill it up through our bathroom sink, but she actually recommended at our home visit this last week to hook it up straight to the washing machine because of the water pressure that will come from that. Or if not that, then to just put it on the head of our shower. So to like unscrew the shower head and then attach the hose right to that. So that was her recommendation for highest water pressure, fastest way to fill up the tub. And she was like, turn up your water heater a couple weeks ahead of time and basically fill it up with just hot water, and then we'll add water that's colder if as needed. I initially, like I said, thought we were gonna have to use our sink, which she said if we use a hand sink, it'll probably take like 2 hours to fill up the birth tub, which is why she recommended the other options. So because of that, I had gotten a little attachment that would attach the hose to our bathroom sink, but I don't think I'm gonna actually need it, and we'll probably end up returning it. A friend of mine got me a nursing sweater from Latched Mama, and it came in this really cute Ziploc bag. So I just decided to keep this and use it for all of the like very small miscellaneous items that I would need. The first one of that is a bulb syringe, so I have that here. We have 2 of these heel lancets that we ordered off of Radiant Belly, digital thermometer, 2 bottles of hydrogen peroxide, and then I have 2 straws that are clean, and basically these are just for drinking. She had that on my list of like needing to have a straw, and I thought that it was for something really obscure, not just drinking water. So we had a good laugh about that and clear that up. The next thing is I got a large size birth pool liner. So this is going to go inside of the tub before we start filling it up with water. It just keeps things sanitary and cleaner and easier to clean up, I think. A box of heavy duty trash cans. I think this is for probably a few different things, but possibly that if I'm laboring somewhere outside of the tub, that they can kind of throw something down underneath of me just to catch any fluids, anything that, you know, I don't want to ruin my carpet with. This is the mattress bag that we got. So this is going to cover up our mattress in between the 2 sets of sheets. This will just protect it from any long-term liquid damage. The next thing we have is a shower curtain. I had asked her initially about putting a tarp underneath of the birth pool just to prevent you know, any splashing or things like that that might ruin our carpet. So she recommended getting a shower curtain instead of a tarp just because it's a cheaper option, still waterproof, and will protect our carpet underneath of the birth pool. I have an electric pump. This is what fills up the birth pool. Like I said, I tried it out this week and it filled it up within like less than 10 minutes, I would say, maybe even 5 minutes. So it filled it up really quickly. This is the one that we got. Ordered this off of Radiant Belly as well, but you can get these anywhere, and it comes with a few different attachment heads to it, which I recommend because the base one didn't fit into the birth tub. Want to make sure you get the right air pump for that. I just keep hearing so much about water births, you know, people expecting to have a water birth and then not really setting it up ahead of time and ending up being really disappointed because they had the wrong air pump, they didn't have a long enough hose, all those things. So we're really trying to actively kind of practice and prep a lot of that stuff this week, even as 37 weeks, so that if there's anything else we need to order or pick up or anything that doesn't fit, we can know that now instead of while I'm in active labor. The next thing on her birth kit list was a fishnet, and I think I know what this is for. You probably know what this is for. Any loose things that may come out of me or baby that you don't really want to pick up with your hands. I think that's what the fishnet is for, but I don't really know. The next thing that I got here were these ultra like heavy absorbent pads, and not the kind that you wear. They're actually the kind that are just a long square one that are going to go on my bed, so that if I'm bleeding or if I deliver the placenta or anything like that, that they're just super absorbent, and they're going to slide right underneath of me. In addition to that, I also got a bag of the like kind of light absorbent pads. They're actually for animals, like the potty training pads, but you can use them for birth too. I also have these flameless candles that I got from Hobby Lobby. They were $8.99 for, I think, 12 of them, 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, so $8.99 for 12 of these. They're flameless, and I don't know how long the batteries will last for, but hopefully they'll last long enough for my labor. We'll see. I'm pretty much planning on having these just, you know, sporadic throughout my bedroom, maybe in my bathroom if I'm laboring in there as well, which I do plan to probably spend some time just sitting on the toilet, maybe being in the shower if I need to, walking, swaying, things like that. So mainly the areas that I'm planning to labor are my bedroom and my bathroom, but the birth tub will be in my bedroom. So this is sort of the space that I'm mainly decorating and setting up. The last thing that's in my box is just a portable speaker and charger for that speaker, so that if I want to have music playing out loud, I can do that. Although in my mind, for some reason, I picture probably just playing some music on my phone out loud, or having my AirPods in and listening to my Christian hypnobirthing to myself, and kind of like getting really in the zone, so that if other people need to talk or want to talk, they can do that without disturbing me, and I can just stay kind of mentally in the zone. The next thing that I have prepped is my hospital bag. I'm keeping this pretty simple and minimal here because I'm hoping to not have to go to the hospital at all, but you never know, things can happen, so I have this just in case. This has a set of pajamas, so it has like a full delivery gown, so that if I end up having to deliver in the hospital, that I have something pretty and soft and really comfortable to wear. It's nursing friendly and just really pretty, so that I think if I do have to deliver in the hospital, at least I'll just feel that sense of comfort and support. I also have this nursing friendly t-shirt that I can throw on that just lifts up like that, nursing bra, underwear, a little sleeper outfit for baby, and a girl's sleeper outfit, so one for a boy, one for a girl, a pacifier, socks, and then just a couple of extra outfits, because if we do go to the hospital for whatever reason, I don't know how long we're going to be there, but I want to have things prepped for at least, you know, this first 24 hours to 48 hours. In addition to that, I also have this bag. It's a little makeup bag by Tarte, and I just zipped it full of kind of basic essentials. So I have like a scrunchie, phone charger. I have like a little fig bar fruit snack by Nature's Bakery. I have some makeup, just because makeup helps me to feel a little bit more like human sometimes when I feel really out of my element. A few pads so that I can have those in the hospital with me just in case. I mean, they'll provide a lot of that stuff there, but I figure just 1 or 2 is nice to have. And then basically just like body wash, face wash, shampoo, conditioner, moisturizer, chapstick, things like that. All just really important things that, you know, for whatever reason, if we do go to the hospital, I'm going to want to have my phone charger I'm gonna want to have a little snack with me. You never really know what to expect, and I'm not expecting to go to the hospital, so I'm trying to keep it very simple. I'm hoping to unpack this bag and never even have to open it or use it, but you never know. And I think I'll be glad that I have it rather than wishing that I had it in the first place. You might be able to see a little bit behind me that I have some photos and affirmation cards hung up, as well as some lights and some little fake flowers. I basically put up a lot of these affirmation cards to encourage me during birth, things that I can read. I'm a very words of affirmation person, so these are things that I can read myself or that others who are on my birth team and they're supporting me could read out loud to me and are just easy and there and very oxytocin producing, and just all the happy feelings and happy hormones that come with birth, as well as photos of me and Saoirse and of Joey and of baby. Basically a lot of things that make me really happy. I wanted to have things hung up that helped me to feel pretty, have some twinkle lights but still feel very dark. So we have blackout curtains hung up. We've just always used blackout curtains. They're great. So I plan on just kind of shutting those out unless I really want sunlight. Plan on just shutting the drapes, turning on some twinkle lights, obviously especially at nighttime, that'll be easier for the darkness, and just getting very kind of in that primal birth zone. I also have my doTERRA diffuser and some doTERRA essential oils. I'm planning on using lavender just as a very kind of relaxing essential oil, but I might have some others just in case that's not feeling right in the moment. On a daily basis, I have been having 6 dates and 2 cups of red raspberry leaf per day. Do your own research, but both of those things are said to help shorten labor, ease labor, soften your cervix, things like that. So I'm just going to do whatever I can to naturally help make this a great birth. I also have the outfit set aside that I'd like to wear in birth so that it's clean and it's ready to go whenever I go into labor. So I have a pair of biking shorts and a t-shirt for kind of that early labor as I'm walking around. If I want to go for a walk outside, that's there. Then I have a bathing suit top, as well as some bottoms that I don't know that I'll actually end up wearing, but I felt like those would be nice because they'll dry a little bit faster than a cotton bra or a sports bra, so I have that. And then I also have an outfit that's just very loose, very comfy and nursing friendly and skin to skin friendly for after baby is born. So both of those things are sitting in my halo bassinet and are just ready to go once I start and go into labor, and once baby's here. They're all just there and they're at my bedside. I also set up a little diaper caddy that's going to be full of disposable diapers. We are planning on cloth diapering this baby as well, but I've gotten a lot of disposables as gifts and just for very inexpensive so that we have them around. I think I plan on using disposables with our newborn for any outings that we have to do in those first 6 weeks, any doctor's appointments, lactation specialist appointments, things like that. It's just easier to not have to carry dirty diapers home with you and a newborn. So just to simplify that a little bit, we do have disposables on hand. We also have reusables for our newborn, and we're gonna just kind of tag team it and do both. I do have my halo bassinet set up and ready to go, along with a couple of newborn outfits and newborn blankets in there, just ready to go. I've been doing a lot of meal prepping with as much bone broth as I can, so I have so many bags of bone broth, of chicken bone broth, frozen and set away and just ready to be thawed whenever I need them. I think those are going to be really great. I also have things like, you know, a bag of just frozen shredded chicken that's all prepped and cooked and ready to go, some bags of frozen veggies so that whether it's me or Joey or someone else who comes over, there'll just be some really easy, healthy, nutritious meals that we can throw together that are going to be warm and that are going to really promote healing and warmth in my body postpartum. I would like for Saoirse to be as involved in our birth as she is comfortable with. So if she wants to be in the tub with me splashing around at different points, she's welcome to do that. Or if she wants to just play in her room and kind of keep her space and her distance, that's totally fine too. So we've been watching a lot of birth videos, a lot of home birth videos, especially, and natural ones, so that she gets some ideas of, you know, what kind of sounds mom might be making, what the scenery is going to look like. I love watching ones that have not only mom and dad but also kids involved in the birth process as well, so that she can kind of get a mind visual for, you know, what her part might look like and things like that. So she really enjoys that. She has never looked uncomfortable or anything like that, or scared, nothing. Another way that we are involving Saoirse in this birth is we picked out a gift for her to get when baby comes, and we also helped her to pick out a gift to give to baby. This is something we really wanted to do. Her birthday is coming up soon, so their birthdays are going to be kind of close together, and we're going to hopefully do something really big for her before baby comes, unless they come before her birthday. But we really wanted to help her to feel really special and loved, feel like this is a gift for her, for our whole family, as well as something that she can do to give something to our new baby. Some of the last things that I'm doing is I've been actually deep cleaning a lot of different things and just getting things together and trying to check off tasks off of my list that I really know that I'm not going to want to do anytime soon, especially in the next like 6 to 12 months. So that looks like really doing some deep cleaning in our cabinets. I decluttered all of our cabinets, cleaned those. I'm going to be doing our fridge soon, mopping, deep cleaning, you know, our bathrooms, all sorts of things that I know that I'm not going to want to do for a few months, and I want to have them checked off and clean just so that I don't have to worry about it. I've been listening to a lot of positive birth stories and just visualizing our birth in a very positive light. I love the Christian hypnobirthing app. They have a great visualization recording that I listen to a lot, and I just find very peaceful and very helpful, because when you've had a traumatic birth, it's really easy to kind of view everything through that lens of what's going to go wrong, and it's harder to think about all the things that could go right and could be so amazing, and just the prayers and requests that I really laid before God in this birth. So I've been trying to really use those visualizations a lot as an opportunity to both connect with God and connect with my body, connect with my baby, and just enjoy this birth in a way that I didn't get to in my last birth. And I have been getting a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions this time, which has been kind of reassuring because I don't think I felt any of them when I was pregnant with Saoirse. If I had them, I didn't realize that I had them. So this time around, as I've kind of figured out what that feels like and know what that means, I've been using them as opportunities to practice my breathing techniques, and practice just my relaxation techniques that I'm going to be using in labor. I use those during the Braxton Hicks contractions as, just practice in preparation for this birth. So those are some of the really practical ways that I'm preparing for our home birth. It is a surprise gender. We don't know the baby's gender yet. I'm hoping to do it in the water, in the tub, but we'll see. I'm very surrendered to what this birth will actually look like, where I will actually end up giving birth, and all those things, and I'm just so excited to meet this baby. So whether you are planning a home birth or you're just curious about the subject, I hope that this video was both helpful and encouraging to you. I will see you in my next video.